matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow. And that's why we need to let some things go.
All right, guys. Ian Anderson and Peter Mars from Central Coast Disc Golf. Say what's up to the people, Peter.
Hey.
There he is.
Going?
And we are at the Flying Eagle Open, and we are incredibly lucky to be joined by the tournament director, Steve Clayfoth. And say what's up, Steve.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the tournament, all the sponsors, where it's at, all that good stuff.
So this is the second annual Flying Eagle Open. Takes place in Eagle and Gypsum, Colorado, up in the Rocky Mountains. And, we are the Flying Eagle Disc Society. We're happy to have this event presented by Bonfire Brewing and Latitude 64. We'll be taking a look at the first round, which takes place at Gypsum Creek Golf Course in Gypsum, Colorado. A beautiful piece of land, which we are very, very lucky to have for this event, and also very lucky to have you guys on hand to film it.
Yeah, super. I know Peter and Dre had a great time out there with the beautiful course.
It was a blast, and I always love Colorado.
Yeah, you're a Colorado local, right, Peter?
That's right, yes. I couldn't pass up.
Nice, man. So we're starting off on hole 1. Tell us about the hole, Steve.
Well, hole 1 is a big par 4. It changed it up from last year, made it a lot longer. Cart path left, OB, and OB right tightens out into this peninsula green here.
Wow.
Really tough to access, so we saw a lot of high scores across the board from all divisions. So we're going to get to see this lead card of our 4 top finishers from last year. Take it on right here to start the first round.
Fantastic. Got a sweet feature card for us here. We got kicking it off, Eagle McMahon. Doing a little Michael Jackson.
Eagle doesn't throw a ton of forehands, but this one is just perfect. It just ends up nestled right there in the landing zone, right where you want it.
Yeah, when he throws them, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Drove it pretty far, too, down there.
Yeah. And who we got here?
This is J.C. Kester. If you guys remember that albatross that he threw at the Gentleman's Club Challenge.
That's right, yeah.
2 ridiculous thumbers. You're going to see a lot of these today, and you're going to see a lot of Peter trying to track these things down when they fly up in the sky like that.
He did.
I got a lot of practice at the Bloom, so I'm very familiar with him.
Yeah, we covered.
So this is Josh Sappenfield. He's one of our local guys. Really smooth player, beautiful form, and he's obviously top finisher last year. Looking to kind of repeat that this year.
Cool. I didn't recognize JC with the mustache. Threw me off.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's looking good right now.
Yeah. And we got Joe Rovere right here.
Yep. For those of you who might not be familiar with Joe, he doesn't do a lot of touring, but he is just an incredible disc golfer, and it'll be on display here during this round.
He is. He has impeccable form.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Lots of power too.
Yep. Colorado legend for sure.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like
everybody's set up pretty nice here for second shots, no OBs or anything like that.
Yep. But it does not look like an easy second shot, Steve.
No, it's super tight, and the basket is right between a couple of mounds, which can really affect how the disc acts, and you're going to see it right here.
Ooh.
That just trickles OB across that white line, and
oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer for JC.
That will happen with an overhand shot, though. They tend to pick up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We got Joshua right here.
Yep, he's going to attack it. I think just kind of misses those trees there and comes up a little short. Mm-hmm. It's just so hard to go at this one with the OB surrounding it on all sides.
Yeah, it looked like he was throwing a mid-range or something to get that straight finish.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe?
Yeah, he wanted it too, and honestly got a good kick just to stay inbounds.
Wow.
But just kind of got a little bit too much on it.
Mm-hmm. An eagle after that monster forehand.
Yeah, he's set up perfectly right here, looking straight at the basket. And he's going to take advantage of it.
Wow, he's just throwing a P2 or an MD3. Looks like a P2. Well done. So Joe, after that tree hit, looking for the 3. But it seems like you'd be happy with a 4 in this one, Steve.
Yeah, 4 is a good score. 3, you're walking away really happy, and anything else above that is not that uncommon.
Yep. Josh gave it a go. Oh my goodness.
Just stayed in bounds.
Wow. Flirting with it there. And here is Eagle for a stroke on the card.
Yeah, great start.
Yep, fantastic. And so this is JC going to be for a par save. Oh.
Just a little on the amp side.
Let's see, indeed. Josh coming back for his par. Well done. Joe doing the same. Little donkey kick putt right there.
Mm-hmm.
JC dropping in the 5. And that eagle doing work already.
It's on bird.
Yeah, you guys will see it a lot today. Managing the ground action, especially with these wet conditions, is going to be super important for these guys. The course itself is mostly open, but with the short grass and a little bit of dampness that's on it with this slight rainfall that we have, it's going to be pretty slick. So hole 2, lots of OB near the basket with the green, the bunker, and that big body of water on the left-hand side. Not super long, but again, you just got to manage how that disc flies and what it does after it hits the ground.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Something you really have to take into account with traditional golf courses when you're playing disc on them. Everything's really fast on the ground.
Absolutely.
Throwing a backhand here can kind of be a little dangerous, that water there, but
Yep.
But
good up right there.
Looked like Eagle parked it.
Yeah, he's right there. We were really thankful today to not have a lot of wind, even though it is kind of drizzling a little bit, and it was pretty cold out. At least it was really calm for these guys, so they could shape their shots however they wanted to.
Yeah. Nice, safe shot from Josh right there.
Yep.
And Joe?
A little wide there, but good skip.
Oh.
Long grass kind of helped him slow it down a little bit.
For sure. And JC going thumber. Pretty huge. Is that one of his Nuco S's?
Yeah, and he got really unlucky with a big skip there into that OB bunker.
Sure did. Should hopefully be able to make the comebacker, though, you would think. Not too far. Josh for a 2.
Ooh.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Like that.
He's got such a smooth straddle putt. Just floats right out of his hand into the basket.
Oh, JC having some putting woes early. Hopefully he can get it back on track. Gonna be taking a bogey. There's Joe high, but stays in for a 2.
Yep.
And Eagle, birdie train rolling on.
You guys can see the rain on the water. It's just kind of affecting the grip for these guys a little bit, I think. And combined with kind of the chilly temperature too, it's just really hard to get everything just right before you throw or you putt. So
definitely.
They'll be dealing with that, here in the early goings in this round.
Yeah, you can't even see it on the video, but you can definitely tell it's raining from the water, like you pointed out. Interesting.
Yeah,
thankfully it wasn't super heavy.
Yeah, just a very slight drizzle. It was cold though, like Steve said. It was a little chilly.
All right, hole 3, Steve.
Big par 5, 1,000+ feet. You can see water hazards all the way down the left-hand side, cart path on the right-hand side. If Eagle this one last year, he took a 3 on it, which was amazing.
Wow.
But with the conditions today, I don't anticipate a lot of people really attacking it on the second shot. But you can see it's kind of again situate up on a little bit of elevation, with possibility for shots that blow past the basket to kind of be tough comebackers. So we'll see these guys definitely wanting to attack it, but again needing to manage with the slippery ground and kind of the tougher conditions.
Yeah, with that fairway being so fast, it's actually not that wide.
Right.
Eagle. Gotta imagine that's probably a PD2.
And he just gets too much of this one.
A flippy one.
Yeah, it ended up OB off to the right-hand side across the cart path.
Oh, wow. Let's see if Josh can keep one in bounds off the tee here. Oh, get some fade. Looks like that'll work, right?
Yep, that'll be right where you want it.
Nice.
Looking straight up the fairway, ready for that second shot.
Cool. Looks like Joe is going Star Destroyer.
And this course really plays into Joe's strengths. He just has the most accurate hyzers out there. He just lays them out to the right, and they go right where he wants them.
And they go really far, too.
That's a nice one.
These go pretty far, too.
Yeah, it's not bad for a thumber either when you got plenty of wide open space to throw into.
Yeah, he's got a 450-foot thumber, which is pretty disgusting, honestly.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's incredible to watch in person.
Yeah. He says a big reach back is key. Yeah, I asked him on the Facebooks.
I don't think I've seen anyone with a bigger reach back on an overhand. It almost touches the ground, I think, when he reaches back.
That's what he says. He says he almost hits his heel when he reaches back. Yeah. Totally wild. Great riff from Joshua there, just keeping it right in the middle of the fairway.
Yep, just sets himself up.
Yep, and Eagle is throwing 3. This looks like a pretty good mash right here. Yep, getting it back on track. Should be able to get up and down for a 5. JC? 4-hand roller?
Yeah, I don't know if that one came out wrong or if he was actually trying to throw a roller, but you can see it just went straight into the OB.
Yep. Flipped over a little bit too much in the air, it seems like. Looking at Joe's second shot, and he's smashing another hyzer.
Mm-hmm. This one actually got a little scary with the OB. You can just see the grass up there that cuts in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty close, but stayed safe.
All right. So JC's second, third. This is going to be his fourth shot, throwing a thumber over the green. Hoping to get up and down for a 5, but looks a little left, guys.
Yeah, a little left, and it trickles down that hill that the basket's perched up on.
Oh, wow. That's a tough green to stick, isn't it?
It definitely is. You got to really trust the ground action that you're going to get after the disc hits the ground. You're not going to have a lot of luck landing right on it.
Ooh, Joshua, he's right, but he's in bounds over there?
Yeah, I stayed in bounds on that one, just barely.
Should be able to salvage a 5 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Eagles fourth, hoping to save a par.
Right.
He kind of sawed it off a little bit, but that's in his range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at Joe's third shot. Could be getting a stroke on the card here if he can get up and down. Ooh.
Whew.
Oh no.
So you can see it, it looked like it was going to be right under the basket, but it's got a little bit of action at the end.
Yep. Within Joe range, though. So it looks like Josh.
That's kind of one of the things we wanted to do with this course is because it was more on the open side is create that challenge with baskets kind of on elevated platforms like this, and it really does come into play and make you think about putts.
Yeah, I know. I like it. It creates separation. Just what you want in a hole.
Oh yeah.
That was JC laying up. Here is Joe for the birdie and a stroke on the card, and more than a stroke on a couple people. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Making it look easy today.
Nice one. That's tough conditions to hit a long putt in. He did it.
That may look like a half run, but he was going for that thing all day long.
Yeah, Joe has kind of that floaty putt.
Mm-hmm.
And Eagle makes a good putt to save his par after the OB drive. Well done. JC, I think that's for a 6, I want to say.
Yeah, that's going to be a bogey for JC.
Yeah. And
3 in a row to start. It's kind of a rough beginning for JC, but if you know him like we do, he's still got a smile on his face.
Awesome, man. Always love to hear that. Nobody wants powder.
Nope.
All right, guys, we're on to hole 4. What's game plan
Hole
here,
4,
Steve?
it's a shorter par 4. Again, OB cart path right, and then all the tall grass that you see left, beyond, and right of the basket area is out of bounds as well.
Wow.
Another elevated basket. Just looking to set yourself up short of the golf green, and then get your upshot close to the basket and make it an easy putt for you.
Right on. Let's see if they can do it. Always easier said than done. And Joe taking the box after that really nice birdie. Smashing out a hyzer per the usual.
Right where you want it.
Just like you drew it up, Steve.
Oh yeah. And this one's a little tricky for right-handed backhand because you are carrying out of bounds. You can see that cart path straight ahead on the right-hand side. So if you flip it over at all, you can definitely find yourself in some danger.
Eagles headed a little more left than he wanted, but stays in bounds.
I think he thought that was dangerous, and he's kind of lucky it didn't get a lot of ground action on that one because
Yeah.
it could have been flying right towards that OB line.
Yeah, look, it was just high enough to spike.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh taking a lower aggressive line here, but keeping it right in the middle per the usual.
Yep.
Really accurate so far.
Yeah, that's kind of his MO. He's not going to throw it, farther than anybody, but it's going to be right where he wants it.
Yeah, I like it. JC going back to that thumber. There it is. Middle.
So good,
fairway.
it just disappears from view.
Yeah. There's nothing harder to film than an overhand shot in disc golf, man. It is ridiculous. Doing fantastic so far, Peter.
No.
Good up from Joshua right there. Love a birdie
Still going to
putt.
be a tough putt with that elevated basket, but
Yeah.
still decent.
Eagle up and right here. That's looking tasty. Ooh.
Yeah, that one went a little long, actually.
Yeah.
Safe, but yeah, going to be downhill from the basket, looking at a tough putt coming back.
Looks like you could almost just throw it right into the hill,
Mm-hmm.
Joe parking it. JC with the long drive with the thumber, which is just crazy.
Makes it easy on himself right here.
Got a great
Nice
forehand, too.
shot.
Yeah. So Eagle went a little bit long coming back for his birdie. Uh-oh. Ooh.
He should get those ones, I feel like,
Yeah.
in his range.
JC making a good putt right there. And Josh. For 3. Sneaks it over the rim.
Yeah.
Solid. Eagle coming back the other way for his par.
Yep.
Gets that one home. And Joe's got to drop it. Those are the best putts.
Oh yeah.
Stress.
Just make it easy on yourself.
And Joe is leading the card by a stroke over Josh and Eagle. JC getting back on track with a bird right there. And we're on to hole 5, Steve.
So this is a shorter par 3. OB cart path to the right and the grass line on the left. This one gets tricky for right-hand backhand. It's not as apparent on film, but on that right-hand side, that sloping hillside, really gets into your eye and affects your ability to throw a hyzer at it.
Huh.
So you'll see people get caught up in it all the time, end up taking a really rough short OB shot, but these guys should have the skills to get there.
Yeah. Joe smashing one out there. This guy finished a little left. A little long.
Deep too.
Yeah. Within Joe Rovere range, though.
Mm-hmm.
Should be right up Josh's alley. Do you flip it too much, or is that going to work?
It's going to work out, but like it's
Wow.
scared that hillside, you know.
Oh my
If you get
goodness.
caught in any of those bushes, they are not forgiving. They will slap it right down OB.
Yeah, super grabby. JC, my goodness.
Just trying to get it to stick in there.
He's going to blow past it. Oh, wow. Almost
Perfect. I think they were saying for that one to go in once it left his hand, it looked good right away.
Looking real
Right on
good.
top of it.
So Eagle going forehand. Staying away from that hillside, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's going to end up right where Joe was, just got a little bit too much of it out to the left.
And here is his putt for a 2.
Mm.
Just a little too much want on that one. Getting that band. See if Joe can make it from a foot closer. Wow.
Solid.
Joe is on right now.
Yeah.
He's on most of the time, to be fair. JC, stringing some birdies together.
Yeah, good turnaround
Yeah,
from the rough start.
definitely, man. And Josh with the absolute drop in. Eagle with the lone par here. Joe keeping that lead by a stroke. And now 1 over Josh, 2 over Eagle. JC hanging around. We're going to be on to hole 6, Steve.
6, another par 3, a little bit longer than the last one, this time on the left-hand side of the fairway. Another elevated basket with that grass OB line behind it.
Mhm.
So this is one a lot of guys like to go at with a skip shot. But again, it comes down to managing that flare and making sure it doesn't go too far off into that OB.
Yeah, it could be a scary putt right at OB, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
If you end up short right. Joe's getting pretty close per the usual.
Right where you want it.
He is feeling it today. See if Josh can park another one. Oh,
Oh.
oh my goodness. Wow.
Fortunate. It's the local roll right there.
That is.
Cuts out right before it goes out.
The bonus is he's not putting right at OB now.
Right.
So there's that. JC with that long panning thumber. Finished a little long right. That was a decent putt for 2. Eagle McMahon. You throwing this Metal Flake Max right here? I think that's what that is. It's flying like one.
And he just gets a little unlucky.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think that one.
Couldn't quite check up before it got to the other side of that hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, JC.
He does that. He makes so many of those putts, and it's just great to watch.
Wow, he's turning it on. And Josh.
Mm.
I see JC give it a little English for him.
He was trying.
Yeah, it didn't
He was
quite work.
trying.
Yep. Eagle for his 2.
Shout out to Dre for getting these ones. I like these shots.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, Dre on the catch cam and the drone footage, by the way.
Dude,
Yeah.
Amazing job all weekend.
he's such a hustler with that drone. It's awesome. Just crushes out that footage. Good birdie from Joe.
Still rolling.
Mm-hmm. All right, Josh taking a lone par right there. And Joe's, like I said, 5 down after, 6? Yeah. Only missed 1. On to 7.
I love this hole. It's a long uphill par 4. Fairway slopes from right to left downhill. Basket's just up behind this bunker, OB bunker here, and you can see the OB green deep and right, and also the property line OB on the left. You're just pumping a huge shot out there as far as you can uphill. You can't let it hyzer out early though, or else it'll fall left into the OB.
Sure.
And if you rip it too far right, you're over that cart path. So get to see these guys smash it as far as they can feel like they can throw on this one.
Mm-hmm. And Joe smashed that.
Yep. Got that uphill turn, faded right back down in the middle of the fairway.
Yep. Is this what's the elevation for this course, Steve?
Gypsum is, I believe, between 4,000 and 5,000 feet. I'm not entirely certain. That's probably something I should know, but I just don't.
No worries.
But it's up there. If you came up from low elevation, you'd definitely notice a difference in stability in your discs.
Oh, definitely.
That was JC's disc just tombstoning into the ground right there.
That's not the first time he's done that this round.
I think he actually apologized to the greenkeepers. You can hear that on the audio for that one.
He should carry some seed around with him and keep planting those
Yeah.
divots.
Right?
Yeah.
Eagle just smashed this. He's threw it farther than I've seen anyone throw this hole. It's way up there.
Eagle throws disgustingly far.
Yep.
Not fair.
Not at all. Josh, uh-oh.
Ooh, yeah.
OB?
Flirted with it, but he's safe. Yeah, he came back in again. He's getting a little bit of locals luck here today.
Oh,
Came close
wow.
to some of those OB lines, but
Dang.
he's staying in bounds.
Yeah, that's the second one he's been within like a couple feet of.
hmm
This looks like a good upshot, though.
Yeah, and he's taking advantage of it, too. He puts it right underneath the thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a good angle to be over there off to the right, actually.
Not really flirting with that bunker at all.
Exactly. JC going Tommy, or sorry, Thummer. Nearly a tombstone, but not quite on that one. And Joe, that was a crush of a drive. He's not throwing very far on the second shot.
Nope.
That looked pretty good.
Little upshot there.
Mm-hmm. Eagle with what, like 150 left to go, probably? If that. Stunks it right in.
Yeah, Joe taps in quick so he can go dry off quicker.
Nice. Here is JC coming back for his birdie. Another good putt.
Boom. And that's a lot more downhill look than it looks in this video.
Mm-hmm. Eagle hustling for the birdie, and Josh could do the same. Looks like it would just be awful to live on this course. These poor people that have these houses.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Looks so pretty. Oh, a little star frame action right there.
Bad.
Well done. Hole 8.
So this one we get to kind of get off in the natural area a little bit. Shorter par 3, pretty downhill, and then the basket's nice and guarded by these trees.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to get close because you can see some of that scrub brush. Even if you're inside the circle, it can kind of throw you off your regular putting routine. So you want to see these guys kind of spike it right in there.
Yeah, should have some interesting putts coming up. And Joe looked good. He fade in towards the basket. JC gonna rock a thumber at it. Looks like that's gonna finish a little right. Or right on.
I think it's actually, yeah, it's pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Eagle. Throwing a big ol' hyzer at it.
With this one being blind, it is kind of tough to gauge the distance.
Yeah.
You know, you're really just trying to crash that group of trees, and you'll be set up.
Is this a permanent course or a temp?
It's temp just for the tournament. We're kind of working on maybe getting something more regular there, but for now, just
Cool.
for the tournament.
Yeah, right on. Looking pretty good from Josh.
hmm
See how it looks once we get up there. Oh, Joe with the longest look for it too. Still pretty close. Man,
When you're on a roll,
Joe is fire right now.
you just go in.
He's doing it. Josh put himself in a great spot. You look like Eagle and JC are even closer. Wow.
A pretty good looking shot there. Good look at the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, left us a good window.
Yeah, I mean, you can see if you're another 5 feet deeper, right, you're
Yeah.
kind of looking through a bunch of crud, so,
Hey, you probably also got nothing.
right?
But back-to-back star frames. Turns out these guys are pretty good.
Feeling out the weather, kind of getting their routines dialed in.
Yeah.
So this is my absolute favorite hole in this
Yeah.
course. Another par 4. Nice wide open fairway, a little bit of water on the right that doesn't come into play, but then you've got this beautiful, and it's a lot deeper than it looks, ravine that you got to cross
Wow.
on your second shot to a basket that's guarded by that big tree, cart path on the left OB. It's such an amazing look from your second shot, looking across that ravine to the basket, up that mountainside. So you're just kind of trying to pump it out there and then get yourself a really good look at the basket area across that.
I can see why it's your favorite, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Another wheelhouse shot for Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Doing the Joe thing, doing it well. Puts himself right on the edge of there. Should be able to get there for a second shot. A backhand from JC.
Wow.
And you can kind of see why he doesn't throw a lot of them.
Yep. Should have gone thumber.
Yeah, he ended up OB over there, so it's...
Yep.
Eagle tries to bite a lot off on this one. He was going for the cross the ravine shot.
Really?
And I think he just kind of turned it a little bit. Almost got there. Like you can see, almost got there.
Wow.
But that's a really steep side hill right there. He'll have a tough stance.
But he's still inbounds down there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. And Joshua? Looks like a nice, smart, safe shot.
Mhm.
A little shorter than the rest of the gang, but should be able to reach there with a second. So looking at JC's third shot after an OB stroke.
Well, in case you guys didn't notice, we're using carts for this tournament, so you get to drive around the entire round.
Nice.
Nice little perk.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
it's a good
pretty
thing. Yeah, I filmed with a cart before. It doesn't suck.
Especially on a wet day.
Yeah, especially on
Yeah.
a wet day. We can stay dry under the hood. Wow. What a
Yeah,
shot.
it was nice.
Josh, man, he's fully impressive. Really good.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's been in our area for a few years now. He came from California, and he's consistently just, pretty much our top player. And
Ooh.
obviously you can see it
Well,
in
that's
the
why
way he
he's so
plays.
awesome.
Joe,
He's from
yeah,
California.
Joe almost put that one in. So you can see Eagle's tough stance here.
Oh my
which is
goodness.
Not ideal.
No.
Gives you a little bit of a gauge on how steep that ravine is.
Looks like he's throwing a thumber out of there. Yeah.
He just got caught up in that tree.
Yeah. Stays in bounds at least, though.
hmm
So here he is for the birdie from pretty far. Probably giving a little half go. Oh, no, he's running that. Wow.
Yeah.
Eagle. Oh, no.
It's bad luck.
Did it?
No, it's safe, but
Yeah.
man, it's got a tough roll.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
JC.
Whoa.
Told you that's what he does.
Dang, man. What a par save.
See, that's why he always has a smile on his face, because he knows he can just do that at any time.
Must be nice, man. Must be nice. So here is Eagle to save his par. Oh, well, hi. Eagle not stoked. Joe coming back for his birdie. Got a really nice upshot.
Yeah.
Joe doing Joe things, just making birdies all day.
8 out of 9 on the front, not bad.
That is pretty gross. And Josh looking to keep pace. Ooh.
I guarantee you he wants that one back.
Yeah, that was a little ugly. Has he always been straddle putting, or is he just randomly straddle putting on that one?
I think if he's inside the circle, it's pretty much guaranteed straddle,
Is it? Okay.
or maybe slight offset straddle. He kind of mixes it up a little bit.
Gotcha. Well, Joe getting a lone birdie on that one, and that is all we got for round one, part one. Thank you You saw.
Course gets tougher on the backside, so we'll see how Joe continues with his streak.
Good times. Cool, guys. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Steve, thanks for joining us. And,
You bet.
We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Cut.